pudding. If you were going to get rid of him, why didn't you get rid of him before the draft and free agency? And who's going to replace him? That's the $1,000,000 question. Who's really going to replace him there? And that was part of the reason why Dylan Larkin asked for a trade. He saw Steve Yzerman not improving the team, whether it was internally or externally. Yeah, they brought in players, Justin Falk, David Perron, that's great. But it sounds, from the sounds of it, Dylan Larkin wanted guys from the AHL to come up. Lombardi's no longer there. Edward no longer there. Cosen's no longer there. And Steve Yzerman refused to push these players up through the chain. And as mentioned on SiriusXM NHL Network Radio with Mick Kern last week, you look at it and it feels like the Detroit way has always been overripe them in the AHL, but they don't have 20 Hall of Famers waiting there anymore. There's no Hall of Fame player stopping any of these players. And Steve Yzerman, whatever the case was, didn't want to promote the kids, didn't feel like they were ready, no handouts, things like that. Well, the problem is it's a young man's NHL, and when the captain of the team wants the players from the AHL up and thinks they can help him, that means he's watching and is a student of the game. So they definitely butted heads. Larkin and Yzerman butted heads before his extension was signed 3 years ago. So, look, now that Steve Yzerman stepped down, maybe he was forced out. There's all reports that the team was going to fire him, and to save grace, they mutually agreed that this was the best way to do it. Now, Yzerman's still the GM until they hire somebody, but he then will be a senior advisor to Chris Ilitch. Okay, big deal, senior advisor.